them like the sunshine, and its radiance, in its radiance they see the Supreme, the Brahman. This is pretty much like Plato's cave image that I told you about previously. They reach the land of the never returning. With the same evenness of love, they behold a Brahman who is learned. Now, a Brahmin is not the same as a Brahman. A Brahmin with an I is a priest. So he serves Brahman. The Brahmin serves the multiple incarnations of Brahman. I guess that's why he's called a Brahmin. And I don't understand, why he brought him in at this point in his translation. But the main point is the evenness of love, the evenness of devotion, I would say. And here he combines the two. The man who sees Brahman abides in Brahman. Gone is his delusion. He is steady. All this produces. I think evenness is one of the main things that comes out of these lectures. Steadiness, evenness. Again, Bush could have used this the other night in his lecture. Could have used a bit of steady evenness. He should have done some yoga, maybe. When pleasure comes, he is not shaken. When pain comes, he doesn't tremble. He shouldn't show any emotion. You shouldn't have seen those expressions on his face where he puckered up his lips and all that sort of thing. He'd have been in Brahman, and then he would have given this really sort of sophisticated and totally cool presentation. Yeah?
It seems to me, though, because I was watching a channel where they showed both of them split screen.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
The people that put on the debate weren't supposed to.
No, I know they weren't supposed to do that.
It seems to me that Kerry was doing the same thing.
No, Kerry was smart. He just kept writing, even though I'm sure he wasn't writing anything, because someone told him, don't look at the camera, just keep writing like this.
Like move around?
Well, he was, yeah, well, you do move around, but he wasn't showing any facial expressions. He kept his face so poker. Someone had told him, yeah, they weren't supposed to show the split screen. In fact, they really screwed the expression. You know what? They screwed them if you want to be cool. You want to be straightforward about it. But someone told Kerry, don't look at the camera. And he would go, And if I had someone next to me doing that all the time, he would have spooked me, actually. What's he writing? What have I said that's producing this great outflow? He's going to attack me some more. I would have been, whereas the other guy was standing there like, bad debate preparation, let me tell you. Someone dropped the ball. You guys, some of you do speech, right? Your debate people in speech have told you, don't do that. I'm sure they've told you, don't do that. It's insane. You lose your presidency on the basis of some stupid exposure of that kind. Someone should be fired. Maybe the president, maybe. Anyway, that doesn't say the other guy's any better. I'm not arguing one over the other, frankly. I just couldn't believe what I saw the other night. That was just like. Okay, let's go back to what we're dealing with. I just said these guys could use a bit of Brahman. Kerry didn't have any Brahman either. He was just scribbling all the time, so he kept his attention on his fountain pen. Same, I guess. He was doing karma yoga, I guess you'd say. He was working. He learned his lesson. He is not bound by things without, and within he finds gladness. His soul is one in Brahman, and he attains everlasting joy. Okay, we get it now. Okay, so if there's pleasure in the world, they also have sorrows. So, they bring like 23 storms of desire and anger, rejection, frustration. This man, he's that kind of person is not a yogi. Only the one with inner joy is a yogi, with inner gladness. The one who finds his inner light through, I guess, contemplation, concentration, evenness of temper, work. This yogi attains the nirvana of Brahman. There again is the nirvana of Brahman. Nirvana is a word meaning bliss, total enlightened bliss. He is one with God and goes unto. That's probably the most clear presentation of what they're at. He is one with Brahman, and he goes in unto Brahman. So once they get into this Brahman thing, they're not hearing. So it's a way of, you know, escaping suffering, because some of these parts of the world, life is suffering. There's not enough to go around, there's disease everywhere, the conditions aren't very good. You know, you can't get into a shower and forget the world. I mean, I actually compare it to taking a hot shower. Once you're in the shower, still by yourself,